Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Yui and Infi here on Melting Valley. This is a Warcraft 3 game, not StarCraft 2. So we have Yui spawning over here on the top right hand side of the map of Melting Valley as the blue human player. Meanwhile over here on the bottom left hand side we have Infi spawning as the teal human player as well. So this is going to be a human mirror match here on Melting Valley. Those of you guys who are not familiar with Melting Valley only has two spawning locations, so the other player already knows where exactly where each other is. There is no real direct path into each other's base. You kind of have to walk around these side positions here. There are two shops set up in the center along with a tavern, so the tavern hero players or tavern hero may come in to some sort of strategy, and then the other shop here. So like any other map, it is perfectly mirrored kind of along this diagonal position here. Coming back over here, Yui looking to open up with a pretty standard build. Barracks, Altar of King, barracks followed by double farms, and now should be gathering wood in just a moment as there's already 5 peasants on that gold mine. Back over here, Infi creating a different sort of front door wall here. We kind of had to stagger this a little bit as there was a little bit of a gap so units would be able to run in and out along with those heroes. Training up some footmen. We have Infi training up an archmage. Meanwhile, we have Yui also training up an archmage. So this is pretty much a mirror match to its fullest right now. Both players just opening up a pretty standard build. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Yui gonna most likely get up an arcane tower as quickly as possible. A peasant out coming in from Infi, so Infi may be trying to figure out if there is going to be any militia creeping. Militia creeping, a very common tactic on this map. So Infi, very nice, hiding this peasant in the back over here. So if Yui tries to do any militia creeping and tries to take this out, Infi should be able to steal the Troll Berserker and the Troll Shadow Priest, and that would be absolutely critical in this whole entire fight. Infi over here going to go ahead and try to take down these no brutes, trying to get some additional experience, some additional footmen as well before going to be moving on over to the mercenary camp over here, picking up a tome of agility. Nothing really too good. Now sending those peasants back. Meanwhile, back over here, Yui doing the same exact thing. Gonna go ahead and do a little bit of engagement, getting a tome of strength for all of his work instead of a tome of agility there. And now more peasants coming on in. So it looks like though 1, 2, 3, 6, 5 peasants now gonna go ahead and come on in and try to do some militia creeping. 2 ice troll warlords. Those peasants will be able to take down those troll trappers fairly easily. Gonna go ahead and pick up the Troll Shadow Priest, and back over here we have Infi sitting down over waiting to, I guess, pick up that Troll Shadow Priest as well. No Troll Berserker being picked up, but one of those peasants are gonna go down. Level 2 on Infi's Archmage, and one of those Troll Trappers able to get down a peasant. Back over here, it looks as though no, Infi was unable to deny the Troll Shadow Priest there, so now it's going to be forced to pull on back out of there. Wants to make sure that he does not get spotted and taken out. Archmage of Infi picking up a Scroll of the Beast and a Mantle of Intelligence +3. Back over here, Yumi was able to pick up a Slippers of Agility and a Potion of Greater Healing. So that Potion of Greater Healing may come in handy to save that Archmage's life later. Not sure if the Archmage wants to sell that Scroll of the Beast or hang on to it. It is 200. It is worth 200 gold, so that is a large amount of gold in order to produce additional units. But at the same time, that additional 25% attack bonus is also very beneficial as well. Infi now dropping a water elemental, taking down these troll high or shadow priest or high priest over here. May try to set up a fast expansion. A footman now coming in from Yui, so Yui gonna move on over and try to see if he's gonna be setting up an expansion, while Yui may set up an expansion of his own. Both players should get to level 3 off of this particular creep camp. Is it going to be level 3? Yeah, just getting to level 3 right there. And wait for it. Wait for it. There you go. So level 3 on that Archmage. So level 2 Water Elemental is now in play. It looks as though Infi is a little bit ahead in terms of the whole entire creeping sound, or that's not the creeping sound, that's the crying sound of my daughter, but a little bit faster in terms of the whole entire creeping currently going on. Give me one moment. Alright, coming back to the game, gonna go ahead and unpause it. Actually, the P doesn't unpause this game. So Archmage, now Yui just trying to push back this footman over here. Infi now moving away, but Infi now making a beeline for the whole entire town hall over here. Maybe able to try to do put a little bit of pressure in as Yui is standing guard over here by these scout towers. Doesn't realize that there is in fact an Archmage now coming in, taking some arcane feedback down to 133 mana. Should be able to drop down another water elemental sometime soon as this footman trying to run away from Infi. There is a Troll Shadow Priest and a Troll Berserker gonna go ahead and move on now. Only one tower sitting over here for Infi. That one arcane tower is already up and now upgrading the is already being upgraded. Back over here, Yui now moving over, trying to do some chasing, and we'll see what exactly is going to be happening as that Archmage may be able to push on in and try to take down these towers over here. Now, one low hit point footman already down to 74, his 46 hit points, may be forced to come back home or try to do a long run around home in order to try to heal back up. And now in come two footmen now with defend, now maybe going after Infi's peasants over here. So a little bit of a split of a fight here. Now a scroll of the beast being used, and now just fighting back and forth. Those Troll Shadow Priests now using Abolish Magic, trying to push against the rest of these water elementals. Infi's water elemental down to 66 hit points as well. Infi taking a lot of damage on his units over here. This is not looking good for Infi, as Yui may be able to get to level 4 on his Archmage, but now Militia coming in from the back as well, trying to help in Yui. Infi is going to be forced to run back home. Back over here, the footmen have been able to slightly delay that whole entire town hall for just a little bit, and now Infi continuing to move on now, maybe able to try to take down at least some of these footmen over here, as these footmen were brought back in. And now Archmage and Water Elemental is going to be coming in, fighting in from the back and the front, and one of those footmen, very low on hit points, able to make it through again. So wow, Infi sitting on one, two very low hit point footmen, while Yui was sitting on probably 2, perhaps even 3 low hit point footmen as well. Probably going to be running back home if I can find them on the map. There they are, right next to that arcane vault, waiting for that scroll of healing. So there it goes. Yui doing a great job. No one really losing any units. So high level Warcraft 3 play here between these two players, healing up all of these units very quickly. However, Infi did not have his arcane vault up in time, so Yui will be able to press on in with these footmen, probably going to be in the realm of about 300 hit points. Will Infi have enough? Do not know. There is one water elemental and really needs to get some more in there in order to continue this push. Going to use that clarity potion and a healing scroll, and now try to get as much healing as possible with the fighting under the cover of one arcane tower. And now, most likely, yeah, Yui going to go after this arcane vault instead, as it's pretty much out in the open, pretty exposed here. And now the water elemental is going to be coming in. One very low hit point footman able to come on, squeeze through there, and no one really focusing it down. So Infi getting pretty lucky there. Two footmen probably going to take him down. One already down, another for Infi. As this fight continues, Yui having that defend really coming in very critically here. Infi's Archmage really not, or Infi's Water Elemental is really not able to deal all too much damage. But in comes the arcane feedback. Two of those Water Elementals now taken down. Archmage now getting to level 4. So level 4 footmen, and I wish they picked better colors than blue and teal. So so Yui now coming in, chasing after those rather lower hit point footmen as well, trying to go ahead and split up this army. And now we have the Archmage of Yui pushing in and trying to take down the main tower of Infi. This last tower, the only thing that's really giving him any advantage, and that has been taken down. So 3 Troll Shadow Priests, so a lot of Troll Shadow Priests in, and Infi now moving in with Troll Berserkers instead. A lot of footmen, but those footmen really able to reflect back those axes that those Troll Berserkers are throwing. That Archmage really needs to figure out how to deal that damage. 2 very low hit point footmen gonna get taken down. One already down, another gonna get taken down, another one already in the red as well. But Infi now picking up some Ogre Maulers of his own. Level 4 on Infi's Archmage. So level 4 and level 4 as both heroes just fighting back and forth. A lot of footmen here. So a footman may be able to get a surround here. Infi now sitting at using a scroll town portal, realizing that he's gonna get surrounded, moving, trying to teleport back over here. That scout tower almost completed, and now able to deal some damage towards those footmen, continuing the fight. And perhaps Infi's Archmage down to 391, forced to cancel that. Oh, very nicely done. Another surround with the Water Elemental. So now that Infi's Archmage being forced to push back the other way, down to 157 hit points. Archmage may be able to get a couple additional fireballs off, but no scroll, no boots of speed. And now Infi's Archmage down to 89 hit points, running away to the north. And these footmen with that defend, just able to consistently deal damage and able to dish or take damage from those Water Elementals. So Infi trying to fight back, but really not able to do all too much. And now the damage has been dealt. Yui has his expansion up and running, has the towers, while Infi has been trying to get this expansion up and running. Looking at the tech, we are still seeing at tier 1 for both of these players, as the Yui is now trying to chase down Infi's Archmage down to 90 hit points, and a Footman getting caught up on his own. Yui down to a level 5, or now getting level 5, so level 3 Water Elemental is dealing that 41 to 49 damage, and pretty much immune almost to the abolish magic of a Troll Shadow Priest with that 900 hit points. Footman continuing to engage over here, and Yui being forced to push back. Stay tuned for part 2 of this replay between Yui and Infi here on Melting Valley.